So we return to Alan Wake, and this time I am absolutely desperate to make sure that I actually try. Yes. All right, we're back in the focus zone, and we weren't necessarily always. I wonder how much of this we can just run through. When we come and do this on nightmare mode. Ow. Let's go. Hey B, how you doing? Yeah, last time we were playing, I was super sidetracked because I was very excited to be back and I was just talking to everybody quite a lot. But this time, I think we pay attention to the game and we try really hard to engage with it. Hey! Dionysus. That's how you pronounce it, right? I know it's a Greek god, but, I can hear myself. But Dionysus? Am I close? I can just call you PK anyway. But how you doing, PK? How's your Friday going? Oh. Thank you to that tooltip, because I would not have noticed. Hunting rifle? Haven't earned a trophy in nearly 3 months. I understand. I got onto an Overwatch kick. Gosh, for about a month last month, and also didn't earn any trophies either, so I understand. Alright, so we have to go this way, but we can't do that. I guess we go down this way? Yeah, okay. Sorry, as soon as I start playing games, my cats both start playing their own games and making a lot of noise, so I apologise if that's bothering you. I think that I've probably missed more collectibles so far than I realise, and I'm going to be really annoyed when I find out how many of those I've missed. Hey Brian, how you doing? Pretty good today. I've had a super busy week. It's been not so much stressful as just rammed. So next month I'm doing a bunch of videos for patrons, and I've been working on them since January. I'm basically going to review one horror movie a day, and at first it was supposed to be like 5-minute reviews, but now they're all like 10-minute videos at least. And obviously the deadline's ticking closer a little bit. Got to get some of them fully edited and uploaded and stuff, but they should be really good. And I'll slowly post them for YouTube as well. Hey Chugs. What tech do you need to get the stream from the PS5 to PC? Yeah, I just use a capture card. Mine is HD60S, which is quite an old version now. I think it's about maybe 5 years old. So yeah, it works pretty well. And you just plug that into your monitors and you're good to go. You can also just stream directly from the PS5, but I'm guessing you knew that. Hey Zebra, and hey Chugs. You didn't catch the notification, that's alright. We're only 4 minutes in, so it would be a short stream if I'd already abandoned. Yeah, the capture card's really good, and it's really popular for a reason. I think a lot of people use it. It's also fairly cheap. I remember getting mine 5 years ago. I think I got it for 60 quid, which is good. And oh boy. are 28% of the way through the game as well, which is not too bad. Schedule seems packed. Here's hoping you make it out the other side. Same, because I started working on it in January, and I was like, if I do just a few hours a week until October, it won't feel like anything. And I did a few hours a week, and then in March I basically stopped, and then as it got to August I was like, I got 2 months. I'll give it a month. And now this week it's been like all hands on deck. I got my proofreader, I got my brother's on the editing, I'm on the editing, I'm on the writing, and the thing is it all bottlenecks with me, right? Because I can just, like, they can just put stuff out constantly, but for me it's like, I don't know, it takes a while to write all that stuff. All hands on deck. All 6 of them. We eating good. We are. It's going to be one a day in October, just for patrons. But yeah, they'll all go on YouTube eventually, as I said. Whoop! Alan! I did not make him do that. He did that himself. I feel like the quality is a bit shaky, but I guess that's all on Alan Wake. Yeah, probably. I mean, this looks pretty good. But it took me a while to get... Because I moved, as you can probably tell, I moved my room around. And it took my PC ages to acknowledge the capture card. So some of the settings might have been fudged a little bit, because I had it pretty good the way I had it before. Give Sephi a treat. Oh, balls. I don't have any with me. Let me go and get some when I go for like a pee break or something. All 6. To be fair, most of them don't need more than one. Half a hand. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Small hand or big D. Ow! I feel like I've been shot. Bastard game. I'm good, thank you, Chief. Yeah, I had a super busy week at work. Oh man, that is still going. I keep getting marked down in my weekly reviews, because my boss does weekly reviews, for not being proactive enough. And I'm like, I do the work you give me, and then I hand it in and I ask for more work. And I'm like, that's proactivity. And he's like, no, it's not. What you need to be doing is when you finish your tasks, you need to be going around and, like, finding new tasks. Oh, fuck. And I'm like, that's something that you can find annoying about me, but it's not something to, like, hold against me in reviews. Oh, hey, Adam. How you doing? Yeah, other than that, I've been busy on RPG Maker. Really enjoy that thing. I've just been tinkering around with it for, like, tens of hours. What did he say? He was just like, well, that's your feedback. And I was like, cool, thanks a lot, man. I'm good, thanks. How's the writing going, Adam? Any closer to leaving? I've been firing off a bunch of job applications. I don't know if I should be saying this live. You know what, it doesn't matter. You can't fire somebody for looking for a job. I have been firing off a bunch of job applications. What did I get up there? I gotta check again. But there's not a lot that pay what I earn. Just because, like, obviously living costs and stuff has gone, a lot of the salaries seem to be lower. And there's not a lot of jobs either. So it's all like, they want like a junior designer or somebody who's willing to work for the salary of a junior designer. And it's got like 500 applicants. So it might take a while before I find something. There's a cultural difference between generations, I think. He's only like 10 years older than me. The thing is, my boss is really, really, really good at his job. He's like an incredible designer. He's fantastic. But the thing is that he has a brain that works so efficiently that he just doesn't seem to be able to comprehend that other people's doesn't. So he'll be like, why didn't you do this? And I'm like, because it genuinely never occurred to me. But no, I have nothing but respect for his, like, ability. It's not it's not a situation of, like, dislike or disrespect. It's just, I tried to articulate to him, I was like, I think this is just, like, a misalignment of, like, management style and managee style. Because I work pretty hard when I feel, like, encouraged and part of a team. What exactly do you do? I'm a UX UI designer. I've been shit. All his points in talent and not in charisma. Kind of, yeah. It's weird because as a person, I really like him as well. Like, he's really good at chatting and stuff. He's a good laugh. Like, he's got a lot to talk about. He can make a conversation out of anything. I think it's specifically just in the management style. I think it's just incompatible, but not bad. So UX design is a user experience design. So think of, like, if you've got a web page or an app, a UX designer will make it look nice, but they'll do, like, the science of the design as well. So they'll be like, they'll test it with users and they'll be like, okay, so more users converted to paying users through this, and more users had successful times with the app when they did this. So it's about, like, figuring out how to help people get the most out of it, and more cynically, how to figure out how to get people to pay more money on it. Oh, hey Simpson, long time no speak, how you doing? Any government gigs? I've seen a few. I've been tempted by it. I also saw a lecturer job, and I was like, do I apply for that? No, I don't apply for that. But I thought it would be funny. I've never heard the terms conveyance of features before, so I don't know if it is a UX thing, but you might be thinking of something I do, but, like, by a different name. You studied that? I did computer science at uni. And then I went to be, like, a front-end developer in my graduate job, but they just didn't really have the resources to train me. They had, like, one guy and 6 graduates. And he had to just be on hand all the time to help them when they needed help. And obviously it just meant, like, if I had a problem, often I would just be sitting with it for, like, 2 days while he was helping other people. Like, 2 full work days back when we were in the office every single day. And after a while, I started to, like, just look online, because I couldn't, like, sit on Twitter in an office, so I had to find stuff to do. And I found some, like, online lectures about how to do, like, UX and stuff. And then I just got into it from there. I was like, yeah, I can't be asked to learn how to code. Hey Viz! Gaming is good, thank you. How are you? What's up, Caitlin? This is the remaster of the original, Adam. Oh, I want the flare gun, that would make sense. There we go. You got another girl in classes? If you're asking me if there were other girls in the class, there were 2 girls in my year. One of them was the most horrible person I've ever met, and the other one was lovely. But you know, it's a mixed bag with computer science. I actually ran into the really mean one at a party 2 years ago, after 3 years after graduating, and I was like, why do you haunt me? Oh my god. She came over, she was like, Mert, oh my god, hey, I haven't seen you in ages. And I was like, oh, hi. Oh, and you're like one of the only people I know here. It was horrible. Just had fish. What kind of fish? I forgot exactly how it works. Oh, yeah, same. I played it on the Xbox 360 back when I was a youth. And I forgot how, like, floaty and weird the controls are. Hey, Jiggy. Did she actually call you Mert? No, she called me Kirsty. Because Mert is a Turkish male name, I think. If she only knew you as Mert. It would be nice because I would be more anonymous, which means I might have been a bit braver in telling her to leave me alone. Yeah, she'd just be like, I haven't seen you in so long. I'd be like, yeah. Oh, she was so mean. And I didn't stand up for myself either. She was super mean, and I let her walk all over me. I have no backbone, and I have no backbone. Hey, Alex. How you doing? Okay, I don't think there's any collectibles here. Yeah, the miserable moment I see a person and I've driven like 3 hours to a place called Orpington, near Kent. And I've gone to a party of like a friend's friend, and the person who invited me left early because they had to be somewhere in the morning. And I was supposed to stay over, and I was just in a room full of people that I kind of knew. And I was like, oh, I don't like this. I don't mind, like, I'm always down to go to a party. I don't know how you guys are, like, I'm always happy to go to a party, always happy to go and, like, meet people and stuff. But I can't do it where you're in a party and, they're not really that interested in, like, integrating you at all. So I remember we were all just sat around in a big circle on some chairs, and they just kept talking about, like, memories they all had all night. Andy! Thanks for the sub.
Majestic!
They were like reminiscing so hard on like all these memories that they had together, and I was just sat there like, this is great, but this has been like 7 hours and I don't know any of your names. It would be super cool if we could, you know, do something else. Oh dear. Oh, this ain't good. Yeah, I'm mad. You're an introvert. I'm not an introvert, I would say. I'm definitely an extrovert, but, I just like to know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I remember that time. I was not there. And the way you're telling it doesn't sound like I would have wanted to have been. There's a difficulty in reminiscing as well, because often the reason it was so funny in the moment was because it was in the moment. So oftentimes when you're hearing people tell stories about times past, and they're like, oh, it's so funny. I'm like, I do mean this absolutely literally, but I think you need to be there, you know? Same reason I left a bar night early last weekend. Ah, I'm glad the pain is shared. Oh, birthday Jiggy. Happy birthday. Oh, you should try the Godfather, Chugs. It's a really good, it's a really good little cocktail that they do. I think it's amaretto and something else, but it's super nice. Okay, I can't see any collectibles, so we'll go. Yeah, I'm the same, Viz. I was thrown in the deep end a little bit there, but luckily I had my own room. The guy whose house I went to was like, yeah, you can have this spare room. So it got to about 11, and I was like, gonna go to bed. Thanks for having me. Not my best night, but what can you do? My goddamn AC is broken. 37 degrees outside. Oh man. I don't have Assassin's Creed. I'm joking. I don't have aircon. But my house. Well, to be fair, we did have a heat wave last year where it got to like 37 degrees, and we were all dying. I remember I was just lying like on the floor. I remember I just slept through it actually. There's not much else you can do when it's that hot, and there's nothing you can do about it. I remember the year before doing job interviews, and it was a heat wave, and I was holding a big block of ice in plastic wrap in my hand, and I would like lean it on my wrists to try and circulate the blood through my wrists and through the blood and stuff. Circulate the cold through my blood. But yeah, I can imagine. When is your AC getting fixed? Try to rub a shirt on the disc. Try some washing up liquid on the disc. I know AC. AC is a difficult acronym. Not as bad as COD points, but it's definitely up there. It was horrible, Adam. It was horrible. 3 fans at all times. See, that's how we do it. The Holy Trinity. I'm looking away.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Cool. 39-degree weather, yeah. I cannot imagine what that was like. Oh, I assume that there is a key
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage.
in one of those
Get me back
toilet
to Barry
cubicles. I
faster.
don't like that.
And
Do you ever play Wulong or Lies of P? I didn't. I asked for a code for Lies of P. I actually think that one looks really good. Ah! Oh, don't Silent Hill me. Oh, the garage keys are here. I didn't need to go knocking on those doors.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it.
Why is there a toilet in this big shitter? Oh, that's alright. Whew. Father, Son, and the Holy Fan. I can't believe I didn't have to go in. Tears of the Kingdom or Starfield will win Game of the Year. I heard Baldur's Gate was pretty good. I've not played any of the three, but I'd be interested to see how Baldur's Gate does, because I've never seen so many people love a game. More like Lies of P. Drink more water. Plague Inc. Evolved and or Pinball. Banger. That does sound like a banger Friday night. Especially Pinball. This way? Yes. I really like this super tense music. I reckon there's probably a trophy related to this, but I'm not gonna care too much about trophies this playthrough. Oh yeah, the bridge. I also do not have nearly enough space. Oh, I thought you meant spaces in like the infinite galaxies you explore in Starfield itself, but I'm assuming not. Definitely helps them. Oh, you can play Baldur's Gate co-op? Vehicular homicide. That's our boy. Can I get out? Yeah, okay. Let's go and see if there's a thingy. Hey Feral, how you doing? Yeah, I'm finally back. It's taken me a long time. It's a VPN. Oh man, that sounds technical. All those Sims packs. I kind of thought there'd be more here. Ah, yes! In France. My condolences. Yeah, I used to have no external hard drive at all for my PlayStation, so I could have like 4 games downloaded at once. I think so. I can't remember if it was 4 or if it was like I could have a big game and a couple small games or something, like The Witcher 3 and something Diddy. Can't remember. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. We don't need to be here. Elder Scrolls Online! Oh, Caitlin. You got the Emperor achievement yet, Caitlin? Shit. Yeah, external hard drives. I remember I had Warzone downloaded without an external hard drive. That was something. He's the worst French person ever. Oh, good. Yeah, they were just spawning. Ow! Bitch. Go away. Oh, man. I think we need to go. Card games are ridiculous. I can't remember who I heard this from, but I've definitely heard theories before that they make the COD games so big. Like Battle Royale games, they're like, oh, they make them super big so that you don't have enough space for multiple ones, so they can like monopolize your storage. I was like, interesting. I don't know if I believe that, but I like the idea. Oh, bless you, Caitlin. I don't mind playing with strangers. I do mind when it relies on talking to strangers. Like, stuff like Dead by Daylight and stuff, strangers every game, but you just don't talk to them. You just get on with it, and vice versa. Baz, it's me, Alan. Oh, I've still got to... Have we been here already? Because if we haven't... we should check for... I think we've been in here. Yeah, we definitely have. Alright. Where did you come from? I'm gonna have some water. My cat is sat there. Oh my god, I love Trouble in Terrorist Town. I remember I played Trouble in Mineville or whatever it was called. That was great. And I was a little bear. A little white bear with a red ribbon. Who is this? Get out my fucking way. Oh man. Ugh. The thing is, I play Tabletop Simulator sometimes. And you know that the people who play that are degens.
Probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Did you know I'm a writer? My friend went to a board game club at uni, and I remember she came back and she was like, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. They got really upset at me because they didn't know how to play a game that I was playing for the first time, and they told me that I shouldn't have shown up if I didn't know how to play it. And I was like, yep, sounds about right. We're going. Hey Andy, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. I felt exactly the same, Feral. I was like, it's a mixed bag with board games. Because a lot of people who play board games are complete nerds, so they know how it feels to be on the back foot socially. So they're super nice, super lovely, super welcoming. And some of them are people who have just embraced the fact, and they just revel in it. Hey Gus, how you doing? Stopped playing this 2 days ago, almost got the plat. Very nice. I started playing this a few days ago, but I'm only doing like 2 hours at a time, so you'll finish it far faster than I will. How, have you done the Nightmare mode yet?
Yes, I get you.
I was in a 40k club briefly at uni, and they were gatekeeping douches. Come on. What is the spirit of Warhammer if not collaboration?
About birds over the phone.
Oh. I meant to shine the torch at them, not that. Oh, amazing, Gus. How long has it taken you? And what are you going to do next? Would force me to play Catan with him, even though he would be mean to me. How on it? What situation was your boss, like, pushing you into to force you to play Catan with him? That's obscene. Love the idea that he was like, it's time for your annual review, but before you can unlock your salary increase, I need you to sit down with me. Let's settle this like men. I think you'd like Wo Long. I think I would as well. I think I would really like it. Alright, nothing outside. Ow! Locked. Oh, I have to defeat them. I need to stop accidentally using the gun as well. Yeah, every break. Yeah, I'm just gonna light them up, quite literally. This is not a good a good boss fight. I don't remember this from the original. I think it changes the weapon when you pick up the flare guns. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because I definitely didn't have it before. I do remember Horizon Forbidden West. To be fair though, I don't remember people saying a lot of super nice things about Horizon Forbidden West. It seemed like quite an acquired taste compared to the first one. The most passive-aggressive little bitch. I love that. Yeah, he sounds real special. I bet this boss fight is awful on Nightmare. Okay, we've done it. Oh, to be fair, Andy, that's me with Overwatch. Tedious. I barely knew her. You were never huge on Horizon. Oh, that's weird. It seems like it would be right up your alley, to be fair, Jiggy.
Hey, Al.
Hey, Baz.
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
It's alright, it happens all the time.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go
What a
through the
short
archives
chair.
of a local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared.
Horizon was really good. I loved the premise. I loved the different like systems, like Hephaestus.
To get Alice back.
I wish we'd have learned more about those. It's one of the only games I've played where I soaked it up. You know, I drank that game up.
Now it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Jiggy. I'm like that with a lot of games, to be fair. With a lot of games, I'm like, look, I can see what you were going for, and I respect it. I personally just don't like it.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh,
Little too much Hideo Kojima.
brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get
I can
them?
see that.
I live in the
I can see
trailer
it.
park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
I now own a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. Oh goodness, Andy. You've accidentally purchased some excellent new consoles. What games do you get for them? Red Dead 2 was pretty popular, wasn't it? Also, this is such a weird ending for this scene. Like, I guess it foreshadows the enemy, but I hope I don't get copyright struck for this. That's true, Jiggy.
Previously on Alan
These episodes are long.
has been
Not that that's a bad thing. It's just I remember last stream I was like, I'll play to the end of the episode. Then half an hour later I was like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Barry, the killer. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote.
I hope I don't get.
Before my eyes.
Well, I mean, it would be a great return to immediately get copyright struck. To be fair, so.
I have found
Did you get this for free on PlayStation Plus? I don't know. I think I did because I have it in my library, but I don't know where from. So I assume PS Plus.
How the hell did
Alan
she get
Wake's a
hands on the
writer?
manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were
No.
too hard on her.
I don't think so.
I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here. Agent
Okay.
FBI.
Alan?
anxious to see you.
I think he's a truck driver.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
He's a logger.
This quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph.
To be fair, I don't think you can call him that.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress.
It's weird to make a game about books and authors
I'm Alan Wake.
and
The writer, huh? I heard on the
have episodes in it. I feel like there's something else they could have used to segment up the gameplay
As I was saying,
that would have made thematic sense and linked into the fact that this is being told to us as a story, but I can't quite put my finger on what that would be.
Urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister.
We're just flying down the rabbit hole, aren't we, Adam?
Way to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing
It would
type.
suck as a book. Yeah. I love that. Like, I really, really like Stephen King stories. I soak them up. I find him so readable. But I feel like his writing tends to manifest so well in what people take from it, like the Shining movie, The Outsider TV series, the It movie. So I kind of get what your friend means, because despite their lack of self-awareness in saying it, probably would. I want to make a joke, but it may be considered spoilers. Oh, I've played this before, about 15 years ago, so go ahead. I won't know what you're talking about, but I won't mind.
Just follow me. It's not far.
I hated the Resident Evil 2 remake. I almost made a video on it, but I just can't do that to myself so much. The thing is, when my YouTube channel started to like pop off a little bit, I had all these videos that I wanted to make because I wanted to talk about Bloodborne, and I wanted to talk about Nier Automata in the ways that I ended up talking about them, which you guys are well aware of. And I was like, oh, I'm so scared of getting abuse. I'm not going to do it. And I held off for ages and ages and ages. But then I found out that I just get abuse anyway, because I'm online and that's just what happens. So I put those videos out, and then I was like, this is a lot of abuse. This is a lot of abuse. And I originally had another video planned about Resident Evil 2, and I was like, I can't go for the hat trick. I'll die. I will die. So I didn't do the video about Resident Evil 2 because of Ada. I just didn't like the game overall. I thought that the story was really boring. The thing is, people who have played the original Resident Evil 2 really like the remake, and I haven't played it, and I hate the remake. And I think that it's definitely for the fans already, because I think I don't know if it expects you to know stuff, or if it's like a scraped back version of 2, but I definitely found that I couldn't get into it. I didn't care what was going on at all. Every level, the best level was the first level in the police station, because it's got the best puzzles and it's got the best like visuals, right? And then after that we go to like the sewers, and then we go to a lab, and those areas felt so in-betweeny, you know, it felt like the game just kind of ended. We never got to see any more like visual majesty that the police station had. I feel like it peaked right at the start. I hated it so much that I paid like 50p for the microtransaction that game offers, where you can get a rocket launcher, an infinite rocket launcher. I finished the plat with an infinite rocket launcher. You would have been eaten alive if you made that video. Yeah, you're right. Oh, also have a good eat, Jiggy. Wait till you play Resident Evil 4 Remake. That one looks good. That one looks a bit more up my alley. One of the things I hated about Resident Evil 2 was the combat. Hate it. I hate the kind of headshots don't count. You're supposed to kite them, but they can also do like 180 spins. Oh, Tankles! Hey, thanks for the raid. How you doing? I actually like Resident Evil Village more than 2 and 3 remakes. Resident Evil Village was really good. I liked the format of the 4 areas. I do wish they'd do that more. Although that being said, the game was so short that the areas, you can just skip through them.
Dear,
Super Bunny Hop had a similar opinion on it.
I'm-
Yes!
I'm so glad you.
Don't know who that is, but...
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh.
Hey Richard, how you doing?
Oh yes.
I know a streamer, for them to platinum Plants vs. Zombies, they had to do microtransactions in order to platinum it. Yeah, I had a look at that plat. That's like 200 hours, and I don't know why the plat for Plants vs. Zombies is 200 hours.
Yes.
I would probably also fall foul to a microtransaction. Oh, thank you, Richard. Well, I'm back now.
Used to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
Like the village hub area too, connecting all the levels and having to backtrack. Yeah, and every single time you go back through the village, in the village,
What?
there's like more stuff. Thank you, Richard. He had a video called Resi 2 versus Resi 2 Remake. Yes, I was going to do Resident Evil 2 versus Resident Evil 3 Remake, because I really liked the remake of 3, having not played the original. Conversely to 2, I think a lot of people who played the original were disappointed by the remake of 3, because it took so much. But for me, I was like, this is an amazing, straightforward, single-player, linear game. Super action-packed, loved the Inferno difficulty, amazing. Plants vs Zombies is hardcore. Are you shitting my dick?
Back to work, boy.
I have to get a joystick? My brother recently did the 100% for State of Decay 2.
Nauseous.
You know you have to AFK that for like 100 and something hours? I can't remember what it is.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me.
Imaginary editor.
In a funeral dress.
Haven't played the Dead Space remake yet. Me neither, actually. I recently got 1, 2, and 3 for PlayStation 3. A bit late, I know, but
The edits are getting very
Rose took a day from me. I had less
it's
12
definitely on the
hours
list,
left
isn't
in
it?
the
Have you tried Callisto
All I could
Protocol
do
yet?
was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got
Oh yeah,
out of
Hotline Miami looks really good.
Welcome to
The music seems great as well.
What can I get you today?
What am I doing?
Coffee.
Alan, I just want you to
couldn't
walk
up
around the
much hate
table,
for
my
Rose.
friend.
Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
I don't think Alan Wake could sound... Well, I was going to say less sleepy, but maybe that is
Gun
the
and
pun.
flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as
If you
quickly
don't
as
like
possible.
Resident Evil, you might like Devil May
There was no
Cry.
time to
I
waste.
might like Devil May Cry. I played 3 and I hated it. The thing is, I hated it when I switched away from... he's got one stance where he can dodge. And let's turn that on. Yeah, he has one stance that he can dodge in, and I liked the game, but then I killed a certain amount of enemies with it, or I wanted to try a different stance and level up. And all the other stances, I had no idea how they worked, and I tried really, really hard to make them work. And I just couldn't at all. They don't have dodges. So some stuff is just like unmissable, but I guess you have to parry it. But basically, I hated it so much that I just hid it off my list. I was like, nope, maybe one day, but no. Hey, Pikachu. Is this game just some guy walking in the forest? Yes, for like 25 hours.
Hemingway, you're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right
I was gonna buy it and read so much shit about it. Same. I actually asked for a key for Callisto Protocol and they rejected me. But then I found out that they rejected like basically everybody. And they were only giving keys out on release day or something so that they couldn't have reviews out before it released. And I think that's a major red flag.
I'm standing right here.
So I didn't buy it. I was like, nope, not for me at all. You're currently doing the Impossible run on the Dead Space remake and it's pretty dope. You mean the Impossible run is in like one hit? What do you mean? Yeah, I feel for me, any game where they're like, nobody gets their hands on this until it's released, for me is like, I'm gonna see how this goes, because that's not optimistic. He said that he didn't like this time with Elden Ring because of the animation priority. What does that mean? You're used to the Soulsborne combat, but you can't keep up with the speed.
Majestic!
Oh, Sessa, thanks for the sub. Yeah, if they know it's bad before it's even released, they're not going to show people. Yeah, and the same, Gus. The worst thing is buying used controllers, because they get like that gummy shit in them. I'm not running. Do you ask for keys for games you're interested in? Sometimes, because like, you know me. Hey Asta, how you doing? Yeah, you know me. I post like one video a month, and it will be on a game that came out in like 2015. When I actually get keys, because I have received a few keys in my time, I do nothing with them. I do earnestly want to. I'm like, I do really want to, you know. like, get up there. I do really want to, like, make some content. Maybe I'll stream it, maybe I'll review it, and then I do nothing with it for weeks, months. Yeah, I had to order my PS3 online. I absolutely hate console exclusivity. Like, as a Sony fanboy, I get arguably some of the better exclusives, I'd say, because Halo and stuff doesn't really appeal to me. I get, like, The Last of Us, things like that. But I hate the fact that I can't play it with my friends, and I hate the fact that I can't talk about it with my friends. My brother is an Xbox person, and he and I have never been able to have a conversation about The Last of Us, and I think he'd really like it. I hate it. Got it on PS Plus game, but I cancelled PS Plus because they raised their price. Hey! You've been... You've been, I was gonna say lampooned, but I can't remember the word is. Hey, Figsy! How you doing? You streaming today? You die, you get put back to hard, so you have to start again. Well, when you die, the game gets put back down to hard, so you have to start the whole playthrough again? Yeah. If you want me to talk about your game years after it comes out, that's me. I think that happened with Song of Horror, to be fair. I really liked that game. I went back and finished that. Well, I mean, I did it on the stream, you guys know that I did, but I fucking love that game. Hey, Figs. Send devs you keys. Send devs you keys without you asking. Send devs... What do you mean, Beat? Do you mean do they send me keys without me having to ask? Because if so, sometimes, but it'll be for stuff that's like on PC, which I don't really play, or it'll just be something that I have like no interest in at all. I actually had somebody from the Forspoken team reach out and offer me a key, but I think they were offering everybody keys. Let me go. Send Kay a key for any games I make. Oh yeah, you know I'll play him one day. The worst is when people who watch my content send me... I'm trying to run, but I've run out of stamina. The worst is when people who watch my stuff send me games. I've had a few people send me games, and it's really, really, really nice of them. But I just... one person bought me a game on Steam, and they were like, I really like this, I think you'll really like it too. And they messaged me a week later like, you've not played it. And I was like, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, just pro tip, don't buy me games. I will only disappoint you. Oh, it's Firewatch. Hey Cena, how you doing? Oh, I'm glad you like my videos. It will be a pleasant surprise, it will. Can I look through this? I don't like looking through these because I don't want them to make me jump. I know PlayStation fans are mad because Starfield isn't on PlayStation. To be fair, I'm a bit relieved that Starfield isn't on PlayStation because it means that it's one less game that I need to feel guilty about not playing. You know, I every time something comes out and it's like a 400-hour game and it's on Xbox, I'm like, whew,
Imagine that the broadcast
scuffed.
was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent game.
Oh, bless you,
Perhaps it could give
Figs.
directions to
That's
follow.
because you got all your Twitch simps crawling over you. Just all that sex appeal. To be fair, Caitlin, I did say to them, yeah, I'll play that. So that was... I was setting expectations that couldn't be met. Yeah, if Farmer Riz, absolutely. Yeah, I always get offered a... The thing is, I don't mind when devs give me Steam keys because I can do something with that. When devs give me like
Unnatural shadows
keys for platforms that I've just not heard of, I'm like,
trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through with it.
who is Epic Games? Hey Flames, how you doing? Hell yeah,
There was
Alex.
no power to the
There was no
searchlight.
power to the searchlight. Ah, I've got a flask though. It is my fault, Caitlin. Take that. Full responsibility. Yeah, I was talking to my friend the other day, and when I say the other day, I mean like 6 months ago. But he said something like, I don't know why you choose to play console when you could just play PC games. And I was like, well, there's a bunch of reasons. But first of all is that I don't want every screen in my house to be dedicated to video games. But secondly, and I said, because when I buy something for my console, I know that it's going to be able to play it. And he was like, but isn't that how it is for every PC game nowadays? Do you really have stuff that you can't play? And I was like, oh shit, that's a really good point. Can I drive something into it? Epic Games! That's it. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I imagine it's not that bad. The thing is, with all of these like different launchers and stuff, I do believe that they're not that bad. I think the issue is probably more that there's just only so much space that people have. Armored Core 6! What a nice friend. Oh, I love a bad port. So, I guess we can push this down to the gate? No. Yeah, it's nice to have everything in one place. It's like streaming services, the fact that they get more and more segmented. So we need to break that gate. I feel like it's got something to do with... Maybe we try the generator again? Oh yeah. Let's just kick it and see that. Welcome back, Adam. You got the PC version of The Last of Us Remake. Oh, amazing. Would you care if Bloodborne came to PC? No. Not at all. I remember once watching somebody try and play Bloodborne through, like... Not PS Plus. The one where you can, like, stream PlayStation games. I think it's PS Now. And even on, like, the 1 second delay, he just couldn't get past a certain point. And I was like, that looks fucking miserable. Yeah, that was it. PS Now. And I was like, man, if I could just give you Bloodborne, I would. Yeah. I know that PlayStation 3 was basically just like a miracle box and nobody quite knew how it worked, so it was difficult to make PS4 backwards compatible. But I've heard rumours that Sony are working to make things backwards compatible again, and I'm like, I really hope that you are, because I think it would be worth the investment of figuring out how to do it, because people... Sorry, I didn't know what that was. People will buy a lot of backwards compatible games if that's not the most obvious thing you've ever heard. Especially if it went back to, like, PS2. I want to play Rugrats Search for Reptar again. Yeah, it's just even any lag on I get so annoyed with any kind of lag on a game. I don't mind frame rate, but I hate lag.
For my situation.
Yeah, I do really hope. I think it would be such a worthwhile investment for them to account for, like, backwards compatibility. Oh yeah, I don't have my gun, so I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Andy. Ow! Jesus, let me go. April Fool's review. I always wonder what to do for April Fool's reviews. A few years ago for a stream, I did an April Fool's stream. But it was my brother wearing a wig that looked exactly like my hair. People loved it. Fucking hell, Maxis. Let me just make sure there's nothing up here that we can't help ourselves with. Yeah, I've still got my old controllers for the PS4. Come on. Yeah, okay, I think that kills them actually, that's pretty useful. Gamers, please censor your slurs. I don't know if turning on the radio does anything, but I will do it anyway. DualShock DualSense. I really like this controller. Like, I've had it almost 2 years now, and it works perfectly, which I didn't expect. I thought, because my PS4 controllers used to run out every 6 months at the most. Like, the longest one of them would last was 6 months. Oh dear. Oh, flashbang myself. Yeah, the longest my PS4 controllers would last was 6 months at the most, and they're like 50 quid to replace if you got them brand new, and you may as well get them brand new because you don't want to buy a worn out one and have to replace that again. But the PS5 controllers has lasted ages and ages. Let me go. PS5 controllers having stick drift. Oh damn. Well, I've not had any stick drift, but I can believe it. I remember Crash Bandicoot, like, rinsed my controllers. Because obviously Crash Bandicoot 1, there's a lot of that game where you're just pressing up. Like, up on the controller to go, obviously, forwards, because it was 4-directional. And I remember I used to have this silly, like, mental logic where pushing forward harder would make Crash walk faster. And that's not quite how that works. There we go. What do you think of platformers? I love platformers. Crash Bandicoot was the first game you ever played. Well, the first one. How did you like it? The first Crash Bandicoot was pretty, what's the word? Pretty cruel for kids, but in a great way. I've never played Hollow Knight. They call me PlayStation. Because of that, I am terrible with controllers, even on PC. Oh, bless. To be fair, I think you go one of two ways, right? You can either have seamless muscle memory with a keyboard, or you can have seamless muscle memory with a controller. I think I played like 120 hours of like Phasmophobia, and I still have to like look down at my hands when I'm using a keyboard. Oh my god, can you piss off, gentlemen? Oh, Warped! I had Warped first, yeah. I had all the Spyros, but, there we go. Pokemon Platinum! I loved Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Platinum was one of the first ones I managed to almost get a full Pokédex on. And I did it very honourably because I had an R34. I had an R4 card. Yeah, I had an R4 card, which would allow you to access like in-game cheats. And I remember I would use that to cheat myself a level 1 version of every Pokemon, and I would level them all up. I'd do it legit, but I was like, I don't have anybody to trade with, and I don't have a Game Boy Advance to migrate all these from. So I used the R4 card to give myself the baby version of all Pokemon. Oh yeah, I love R34. I never played Twinsanity. You can't do first-person camera control on a joystick. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's it can be like, it can feel super oversensitive. Oh, Super Mario 2! I think I had Super Mario Bros. Crystal, that was it. I had a Gold. I loved Pokemon Gold. I've still got my copy, but it doesn't work anymore. Which is sad. Greatly unfortunate. Pokemon Crystal. And yeah, and that was the first time you could play as a girl. I loved that game. Oh my god, sir. I really hate how little stamina Alan Wake has. Oh, I've also walked back on myself as well, that's not good. Ow. Hey. I'm gonna save that flare gun for the big guy. Grew up with Pokemon Diamond, that makes me feel so old. You know he's a writer. Oh my god. Run away from them. Stop staggering through the forests. Never got into Pokemon. Disappointing. I have no gaming nostalgia, I always feel like I'm missing out. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I only played Pokemon until I was about 23. And then I started playing everything else. So I'm kind of in a similar boat. Where like, you know, didn't play the original Half-Life games, didn't play the original Halo games, didn't play like early days COD. All the games that people enjoyed as it happened, I tended to have spoilt for me by the time I discovered them because, you know, obviously I wasn't experiencing them firsthand, so I was right there with you. The Sega Mega Drive 2. I've never seen one of those in person. Please stop. It's an important literary technique. I suppose it teaches you how to feel pain. The flip-up Game Boy. Oh yeah, loved that. Like a little laptop for the car. Can we get in through here? Yes! Alright.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
We finally made it, and the music just stops so abruptly as well. The music's like, you're finally out. Oh, I still have my Game Boy Color as well. 20s! Damn good cup of coffee. Yes. Game Boy Advance was stellar. Oh, same. Look at us, oldies. How did your Game Boy finally break? What was the final straw? I'm just gonna check all the doors for this.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm gonna see if I can talk.
He's like, yeah, everybody's turned into weird light zombies, but Alan Wake's here. Let's get him on for an interview. Hey, man.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Never seen Twin Peaks.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it. Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Oh my god, is that man called Nightingale? First name and last name.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Oh, you can run in this fucking cutscene, can't you? Megaphone and a gun? Yeah, this guy came prepared. H.P. Lovecraft was a flawed writer, but I still don't think Alan Wake deserves to be compared to him.
It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Oh, Fizz. Heartbreaking. Boop. I can't wait to finish the game because I've been really meticulous in trying to find all the collectibles, right? You've seen me spend a good while combing. I've really been combing. We're going to finish this game and it's going to be like, you have 24 out of 800 collectibles. Always how it is. Every time I think I've smashed it out the park, I have failed to smash it anywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, we finally have a... Oh! Shit. Ow. Lithium battery. I can't run for 5 minutes straight. And I run. Is Alan Wake a writer? Oh, do they just despawn flat out? Okay. Easy. So I've never muted this mic before and I'm gonna burp. If I don't mute it properly, I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Amazing! Thank you. Wow, it really works as advertised. Oh yeah, that was a warm burp. That was a DDC belch. Oh, they should put Alan Wake in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight's starting to run into this problem where they've run out of ideas for the monsters. And it's not... I mean, it's not that much of an issue. It just means that a lot of the monsters that come out basically just have, like, the same abilities. Or what they'll do, like, originally, like, for example, the nurse can blink. That's her ability, that's her whole thing. And now, monsters, it's like, oh yeah, she can do this, and this, and this, and this. And all 4 of these things that she can do are... like Sadako. It's like, oh yeah, she can kind of go invisible, she can kind of teleport, and she can kind of Mori people. You know, it just means that they've kind of run out of ideas. Oh shit. Well, I mean, it's a hot day, isn't it, PK? You're enjoying halfway through and you're having a hard time figuring out what's going on. Oh, same.
There was no sensible reason for the power company worklights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
So we are a writer. I know that's difficult to imagine. I love how they had me lose all of my stuff and now they've just given it back to me basically over the span of like 3 minutes. The worst part of that obviously being the fact that we're gonna have to do this on nightmare mode. It's gonna be insane. Ah! Oh, it's disrespectful to upload the Dead by Daylight version. Because first of all, that's Sadako, open brackets, Dead by Daylight character, close brackets. That's not Sadako. Disrespectful. Yes. To be fair, they have done that as well.
It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Wow, there are loads of lights here as though they've been left for someone to use. Interesting. Good. Good, Adam. Bought COD, WoW, and Fallout 4. Nice. Which one are you gonna do first? Damn right, Adam. Right, we're gonna go this way this time. Easy. My god, that is bright though. I understand their annoyance. Maybe World at War. Nice, that's the one with the grenade spam, right? Easiest game of my life. Easiest game of my life. My big cat's up there. But I don't know where my kitten is. Hello, kitten. There's got to be some thermoses around here. One thing I found at this game is that if you find a manuscript page or a thermos, there will be an opposite one somewhere immediately in the vicinity. Thrifty! Hey! How you doing? That's what you get, bitch. Ah, here's a thermos. Suck my balls. Got one manuscript page. Where's the rest here? Stephen King does love his trains. I've been reading it, and first of all, that book is really fucking long. It's like 800 pages. I've been on it for a month or something, and I'm not halfway through. But secondly, loads of shit in that game, in that book, goes down in a train depot. It's not the movie at all. Where you been? I just took like a week off. You know me. Small week's break.
Alice, I'm here.
No, I think I just burnt out really bad. There's a lot about Twitch that didn't matter so much during COVID because everybody was looking for something to do, but
She sounded wrong somehow. But
there's...
she had called me.
I thought about making a video on this. Not Twitch's bad thing, but why I decided to step back from Twitch kind of thing, but there are a bunch of reasons that I had for kind of stepping away from it for a while. But now I've decided to come back just like a couple hours a week, and I prefer it a lot more. It really is excessive. Balls is just fundamentally a funny word. What was that? I saw... Or maybe it was a... Oh! Yeah, just a week off streaming, you know. You're kidding me. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Yeah, I think the thing with Twitch is that, obviously during COVID you get a lot of growth, which is really nice, but the issue that you have with Twitch is that discoverability is really low. So the only way that you can grow on Twitch is if you suddenly make it, or through the very slow process of just streaming and streaming and streaming until you brute force it. And the thing that Twitch kind of encourages is constantly streaming. With Twitch, if you're not streaming, your channel is dead. Which means that the whole time that you're not streaming, you're feeling anxious about the fact that you could, at any point right now, be making it big. Which puts a lot of pressure on you to be live all the time, because I've taken a night off, but right now I could have blown up, kind of thing, and there's a lot of pressure in that way. And the thing is, because a lot of people on Twitch have already made it big, people who stream full time, they will always be online as well. So you'll have somebody with like 5,000 viewers who streams for like 25 hours straight just for fun. And the thing is, it's not so much that you have to like compete with them, but it's more like if everybody is watching them,
Find a car from there.
you kind of are competing with them, and you can't compete with them. Hey Sethy, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Jiggy. It's nice to be back. It is a little bit exploitative in a way. And what I kind of realised with Twitch was that, because I would finish streams and I would be like, okay, so I streamed for 7 hours, I got 7 new followers, and I lost 10 followers because I was streaming something that those 10 followers didn't really want to watch. And it just kind of means that you're always on the back foot with Twitch. And growth is snail pace. And I really struggled with that because when I started streaming, it was just before COVID hit. So I had like an incredible first few months of growth. And then and then nothing. Hey Tetranomicon, thank you for the thanks for the raid. Onyx! Hey! Partner requirements aren't a steady schedule. They're 75, an average of 75 viewers at once, and a certain amount of time streams total. Shit. Hey Trist, how you doing? Hey Tet, yeah, I just started streaming today. How have you been? Top 2 games of all time? What's the first game? But yeah, that was why I stopped streaming. I was like, I enjoyed it, but the amount of time that it required just meant that I wasn't really living my life, and I was like, I want to not feel like I have to stream 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I stopped for a year, and then when I'd finally gotten over that like anxiety, I came back, and now I just do like 2 hours every now and again, or will do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I think I'm doing this right actually now. Goodbye Volcano High. Oh yeah! I thought that was a TV show. I didn't realise that was a game. How's little Seffi? She's great, thank you. She is sleeping up there on the bookshelf. I just got another cat actually called Widdy. Widowmaker. She's a kitten. She's like 4 months old now. She's getting all big. She drives Seffi around the bend, which is kind of cute. Because Seffi will give her a wash and then hiss at her. She'll be like, go away. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. I don't remember this part at all, so I'm just gonna rush it, I think. Oh, fantastic. I was like the Animal Crossing people? Obscene. Window marker. Get new kitty redeem, we are.
Just starting to get interested in
I don't know
writing.
where Widdy is.
Stephen King had been a source of
Oh,
inspiration.
1 minute. She's been here the whole time! Look at this cat. I forgot that I had Dab Redeem still. So yeah, I can do a cat review. So this is a Widowmaker. She is 4 months old. I named her after my favourite Overwatch character, and then my favourite Overwatch character got nerfed so bad that I don't play her anymore. She's a black ragdoll, smoky in colour. Whoop. Whoop. She's very fluffy, she's very sweet, she purrs at everything. She wakes me up in the night because she sits on me and purrs. And look, she just doesn't mind. She just doesn't mind. She knows exactly where the camera is. There we go. She's got beautiful brown eyes. What a lovely baby. There you go. Yeah, that's my cat. Does she like cheese? I've never tried it with cheese. She likes... Like, if I leave, like, a plate out, she likes licking it. I have to, like, pull her away. She loves annoying Sephi. Have you highlighted your hair? No. I still get it done silver. But under the coloured lights I use, it looks every other colour, doesn't it? Winston. You want to get a cat so bad? What kind of cat are you going to get? Hey, Delta. Yes, I have. How you doing? Winton. Oh, do you still play Overwatch, Tit? I finally made it to Diamond rank. I'm a Diamond rank tank. I play Orisa. I am a Plat 4 DPS. I play Echo and Junkrat, Bastion, and I'm a Plat 3 support, and I play Zenyatta. Zenyatta's my favourite. He's the character I have the most hours in, and Mercy, because she's easy. And people are really nice to you when you play Mercy. You get easy wins, as like thanking the bus driver. Oh, thank you, Thrifty. I missed you. Overwatch 2 removed the role you... Oh yeah, the off tank. How are you supposed to pester people? I play alongside divas that still try to be an off tank, and I'm like, it just doesn't work anymore. Like, you've just left us with the entire enemy team. It's me and a Symmetra who keeps posting asterisks in chat. Oh, what's your dog called, Viz? You had a 6 stack? Oh, Tetranomicon, what an honour. Oh yeah, because you're a diva main, aren't you? Me and my brother play together, and he tilts really hard. He's a crazy tilter. He gets very angry, even when we win. So I put him on DPS because he's cracked at DPS. He's a brilliant shot. And I'll play all the roles. The poor thing about my brother is that I'm like, you get really tilted. But at the same time, he's got like 60 hours in the game, and I have 1,000 hours in the game, and he gets put in my lobbies. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's why you feel tilted. Aw, bless you at a 6 stack. Yeah, I'll be back streaming. 2 hours here and there. Dobby. It's clearly a Peep Show reference, right? Ow. What did I do? Oh. Nelly Furtado! Oh my god. Why did you name your dog Nelly Furtado? Okay, I'll try not to get hit. Smooth! Here's my brother. Here's my duo. Here he is. Me and Tet were just talking about Overwatch 2, Smooth. Smooth is top 10 soldier players. I like to play Zen, but when he needs a Mercy, I'll be a Mercy. You know how it is. Oh, talking about your cats in past tense is an Odin. It does, Brian. It's damn it. It's got a license. Carrie, you little shit. You're not my Carrie. You're in my lobbies, not the other way around. Forklift certified. That was fucking it. Thank you. He could have run me over there and he didn't. What a nice man. Hey B-Bot, how you doing? About to start this on Monday. How hard is it to plat? I'm a bad person to ask, because I'm 4 hours in. And we're doing this on easy. We have a nightmare mode run to do. So I would probably say a bit like a bit fiddly, but okay. Is that an Overwatch League badge? Amazing. You play like in League games, or do you just have the badge? Yeah, I recognize it because it's a currency that I don't have, and I wanted to get a League skin, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Does anybody know roughly what the goal of this boss fight is? Look at you guys. Yeah, give me a hint, please. Oh, just to open the gate? I thought I had to fight the thing. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh! Oh yeah, damn. I was like trying to get on it. Oh yeah, I can kill it, can't I? Oh, thank you very much. I keep forgetting that the torch does damage. I keep seeing it as like a stun thing. Thank you. Andrew, how could you be so dry? Playing on PS, farming OWL tokens. I bought it on PC too to play with wifey. Got all the tokens too on PC. They had that merge thing, and they merged my PC and PlayStation accounts OWL tokens. Oh, so you lost them? Or they just all went onto the same account? Just looking for collectibles, by the way. Oh, sick! That's awesome. How do you farm OWL tokens? How do you get them?
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Coal mine. Ah, fantastic. You haven't played this game in a while? Me neither. I last played this on 360. We have to do a nightmare run. See how badly I play this now.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him
Oh,
any
damn.
other choice.
I should put some of their League streams on. I want free things. I do really like the League skins. You know, I love like pink Reapers. Can't even remember which team they are. I think it's a team from China, the pink one, pink and white. But I feel like I always see Reapers with the pink and white on, and I'm like, you're so classy. I fucking love that. Hang Zhao, that's it. Resident Evil 7 Madhouse mode was so fun. So fun. My only critique about that mode was that they gave you too many saves. They gave you enough cassettes that you could do at least one save at every save point, and I was like, this isn't crushing enough. I want to be like really debating whether or not to carry on with this. Yes, the pink Rhines. I'm at a top 300 Rhine. Well, I mean a top 500 Rhine, but they were 283rd in EU the other day in a pub. And I told them that I was a diamond player, and they were like, you're the kind of person that's ruining Overwatch. And I was like, give me tips. Give me tips. Yeah, I don't want your opinion. I want your advice. Take me under your wing. Are you going to play Armored Core 6? It's not on my list. It doesn't really look like my kind of game. But I think I've said that about a lot of games and then really enjoyed them, so I'm keeping an open mind, but I have no direct plans. Clubs! Hey, Clubby. How you doing? You live in London? Oh, nice! I used to live in London. I did 1 year in Earl's Court, and 1 year in Wimbledon. The one thing that I loved about London was that a pumpkin katsu curry was only 7 minutes away. Mind in reverse! Hey, how you doing? I swear the last time I spoke to you, you were talking about doing, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Are you still doing that? Pimlico! Oh, nice! Yeah, I used to live in Earl's Court. I absolutely loved that. Like, I moved out of London a few years ago now, and the one thing that really bothers me that I miss is that when I go and order food online, it's only kebab shops, and I don't want a kebab, I want healthy food delivered to me. Because in London, you'd just be like, oh yeah, I want the most, like, nutrient-dense Greek salad you've ever heard of. And somebody in London will do it for, like, £8. Oh, well. Glad to be your phone charging companion. Still doing it indeed. Oh, how? Well, I mean, how is Crypt of the Necrodancer? Like, which of the runs have you done so far? But yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 seems to have swept the nation, so I understand. Kebab. You spent New Year's in London a long time ago. Same. Maybe we were at the same place. New Year's is my birthday. I always struggle with New Year's plans because it's my birthday. The whole year through, I'll think, I don't want to organise anything because my expectations will be too high because it's my birthday, and times that I have organised things on New Year's Eve to coincide with my birthday, I felt disappointed in some capacity by it because the expectations that I have gone in have just been so inflated, which is my fault. So I'm just not going to organise anything for my birthday this year. Then it gets to about November, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend New Year's Eve on my own. I'm going to organise something. And then everyone's busy. I do it every year. I'm doing it right now as we speak. I do have kebabs sometimes, but I just want a bit of variety, you know. I want sushi one time. I got to organise it right now, yeah. Miss a bit and you die. Oh, yeah. Who's the one where you have to do it like double speed, and if you miss a single beat, you die? Oh, thank you, Delta. Enjoy it. Pause the game. I am having a huge birthday thing. Coda, that's it. For some reason, I thought his name was Carl. I've assumed that for a really long time. St. Patrick's Day. Yes. God, look at us. Holiday friends. To be fair, I'm the same. There'll always be something going on that I'll be invited to. And if I'm not invited, I'll just be like, it's my birthday. And they'll be like, oh, fine. Kebab and some white rice, yeah. Absolutely, like, macro. I have terrible rhythm as well. Remembrance Day? What a somber birthday. Did your parents have to pause the birth for like a 2-minute silence? Yeah, Smoothie Poo's birthday. My baby brother. Halloween birthday's got to be good as well. I once hosted a Halloween party and it was amazing and I had a good time. And I want to host a Halloween party again. But the flat I'm in right now is way too small to host a party. And I think it's because it doesn't have a garden. So like I've got 2 house cats as you folks know. But if I had a party, I would have to just put them in a room. You know, I'd put them in a room, lock the door, I'd just be like, I don't want people letting them out by accident. I don't want my cats going missing. I'd be super stressed all night, so I'd put them in a room, close the door. Big note on the door, like, fuck off. But in my current flat, that leaves 2 rooms, and no garden, and nowhere really for people to kind of go and stand. I feel like you need a garden if you want to do a house party. The cesarean was at 11 a.m. The surgeons had to stop and, like, pull the hat off and, like, hold it. You'd be in the room with the cats. To be fair, I think a lot of people would want to be in the room with the cats. With the babies. Oh, Jiggy, what we doing shots at the New Year's party? Yeah, everybody, I get fireworks on my birthday. On your birthday, everybody has a piece of chocolate in your honour. Also, I'm doing sweeping motions because I want to look for collectibles. Yes, you get Halloween specials every birthday. Oh, popcorn. Salt or sweet? Take half an hour in the cat room. You'll be fine. Loads of my friends are allergic to cats, like, aggressively allergic to cats. Like, dangerously allergic to cats. And the thing I love about people that are allergic to cats is that they do throw caution to the wind pretty often. My friend Elliot blows up like a balloon near cats. And I remember he dropped me off at my house once. And, oh, hey Juan, how you doing? Yeah, so he dropped me off at my house once, and I was like, do you want to see my cat before you go? And he had like a 3-hour drive to take back. I remember he was like, yeah, I do. And I like held Seffi over to him and like put her on him. And he just absolutely like lost himself in her. And then he drove home. And I was like, if his face swells up and he dies, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Yeah, my other friend Adam hates pets. Hates pets. And whenever he visits, he's like, I don't want it near me. You know, it's like, it's it. You know, the pet's whole it. He's like, I don't want it near me. Keep it away from me. Don't like it. But because of that, my cats adore him. They sleep on him. They don't sleep on me. They sit next to him. They sit behind him. They stare at him. He'd be like, that one's got a staring problem. I'm like, she loves you. She loves you so much. She doesn't understand what's going on. I just love it. As soon as they find somebody that doesn't like pets, they're just all over them. Hey Brogan, how you doing? Thank God I lost my cat allergy. What wizardry did you use to lose your cat allergy? Aw, I'd love to see you hiss at guests, Tit. Fucking melting? Oh, same. Yeah. Well, what's the temperature right now? It's probably not absurd. Yeah, it's only 23 where I am right now, but I feel like my house bakes during the day, and then the heat stays in the house because it's warm like a loaf of bread. And outside it's nice and cool, so that's when I open all the windows, but obviously still baking. Run an ad? Gosh, I've got to remember how to do that. Let me see. Run an ad. Run an ad. Oh, bastards. I don't know how to run an ad anymore. Let me check. Oh, I found it. Oh wait, that's a clip. Raid. 60-second ad. Alright. Goodbye, friends. At some point you stopped reacting? Oh, damn. Congratulations. I'm jealous. I'm pretty good with the heat. I just sleep through it, but when you stream, you get really warm. I don't know if anybody else... Well, I mean, I guess Tet streamed and Smooth streamed and Mindy Reverse streams, actually. Do you guys get really warm when you're streaming? Do you get, like, really... Do you overheat? I get sweaty. I think it's because of all the lights and stuff, and because I'm talking, and yeah, I think sweaty streamer. Oh, Rain, you little devil.
KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that too. Now, Doc,
I love autumn. It's my favorite. My favorite thing ever is Summer Nights. Not the Grease song, but the literal, like, when it gets super hot during the day and the evening crawls in and it cools down, but it's got that smell, that really nice smell. And it's heavenly. Yeah, oh. Those are my favourite nights. So you sit out on a chair with, like, a beer, and there's just one mate left because it's been a hangout, and, you know, the others have gone home and they've gone inside, and you've just got the one mate left, and you're sat, and you're just chatting, and it's just, you know, you forget where the time goes. Those are the best nights. And you've got, like, some leftover chicken from the barbecue or something. Oh, yeah. I got a huge Grease tattoo all up my back, but they spelt it wrong. Cider vibes, exactly. Yeah, comfortable night temperature. You're out in a t-shirt. You get mosquito bites. Yes, I fell off. Oh, that's fine. I was supposed to. Yeah, I stopped wearing powder for that very reason. I just slowly become shinier and shinier. Back before I stopped streaming, we used to do the Witcher week, where we'd get the whole plat and all the 100% the achievements for the Witcher in a week. I remember some of those streams would be like 14 hours long, and I would finish and I would just be like scrubbing it off. Rough side of the sponge. I'm the epitome of moist. Oh no, I get it. I get a super oily face as well. 20s! Yeah, I have not been able to find any collectibles here, but I've also not just been looking hard enough, so... Don't tend to have crickets. A warm night sat outside with a drink would be so complete with the sound of... Yeah, it's awkwardly silent without crickets chirping, isn't it? We need a few of those.
I was early.
How so,
I was
Beat?
supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a
A
museum.
thermos. Just sweating. Oh yeah, yeah. Keep yourself regulated. Oh man, yeah. You've been streaming like a champ this last year, Tip. How has it been going? Like, you still just doing Truck Simulator, or you moved on to other pastures? Oh yeah, I love the old house backing onto a social club. I remember once viewing a house that backed onto like a bar smoking area, and I was like, not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. You're not even offering discounted rent. You're genuinely just hoping that I won't notice.
The day dragged on.
I want to play some kind of driving sim game because I want the wheel. I want the gravitas of the wheel.
Things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no
Teddy
idea
bear.
she was still alive.
What are the achievements like for Truck Sim? You stream very late.
I was
Oh
running
yeah.
on blind hope. It was all
I keep leaning forward when I stream as well. I gotta
never showed up.
relax. Somewhat awful. I want this trophy gossip. Any collectibles?
Change of plan. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine you can't.
Oof, an 11 PM stream is pretty late. I used to do 8 PM till 2 AM every day. Jesus Christ, I don't know what. I don't know what I was doing.
I want to talk to Alice.
Certain product. Oh, yeah, and the jobs on Truck Sim are randomly generated, right?
I'm gonna kill him.
Yes, absolutely. Just
I had to get to Mirror
leaning. Whee! I hope I was supposed to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, you always used to pop in at midnight, didn't you? And then I stopped streaming it until midnight because it was
Maybe
killing
closer
me.
than ever before.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting, RNG. Gran Turismo. What's it like to 100%? Your family is ridiculously loud. That's good, because you can get really hype and be super loud back and wind them up. You are single-handedly carrying that fandom, I think. Was Truck Sim the one where... Was it the dev that raided you or something? Or... I remember that was huge. Did you have bathroom breaks? Oh no, I had bathroom breaks. I think sometimes I would forget. It would depend on the game. Because some games... I think it's hard to get like so into a game that you forget to go to the toilet. But I've had a few games where I've done that, and it's just been one long stream and I've not even thought about it. But some games are a bit slower. And when you're streaming for a long time, the hard part isn't the game, it's like the social battery. Ow. So if anything's gonna fatigue you, it's definitely gonna be the social battery. DVD nearing the PSMP trophy limit. You know what? I'm kind of relieved. I want to play it up until the point where it hits the limit, and then I'm not starting a new list. I cannot. Ow. I don't know what we're supposed to... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. You forget you have basic needs. Oh yeah, and then you finish the stream and you are parched and starving and exhausted. You suddenly got super sick. Yeah, I remember my first, like, milestone stream. I intended to do a drunk stream and we were supposed to play Goat Simulator. And what I hadn't accounted for was the fact that drinking the wine that I bought, and I bought like £1.50 wine, so it was like vinegar. One thing I hadn't accounted for was the fact that that would make me feel extremely warm. And all I ended up doing was just overheating in my living room, and then having to stop it after 2 hours. Yeah, they definitely were like, oh yeah, we can't just have like grey dudes being the enemies of this game, we have to do something with it. One of the forfeits was a shot of vodka. You really live for your craft, Tet. I respect that. Alright, here we go. So he's just suddenly getting food poisoning. I've never been that unlucky, thankfully, but man, I feel for you. Yeah, I got the PS4 100% for Dead by Daylight, and then when I got my PS5, I accidentally loaded the PS5 version up instead of the PS4 version, popped the Prestige trophies, because those are the only trophies that auto-pop, and then I was like, right, well, guess we've got some more trophies to get. Social batteries are a difficult thing. You have to build them up. And streaming is a really good way to do that, to be fair. Streaming has helped me a lot in terms of building social battery, and another invaluable social skill that I found streaming helped me with was small talk. And a lot of people say they hate small talk, and I'm like, you're a sociopath. Small talk has, unfortunately, got benefits. And you have to embrace that, you know. But streaming has really helped me just, like, you can just roll with it. Somebody says something and you're just like, yeah, I could talk about that for like 25 minutes, no problem. Which Mortal Kombat are they on now? Oh, I think I'd like a shot of apple sours. Hell yeah, Tet, look at us. Look at us. Moisturized, in our lane, sweaty. Hey Dragons, how you doing? Thank you very much. I don't want to drive this actually, I want to walk around. I want to experience what this game has to offer. Apple sours is really yummy. I got into baby Guinnesses for a while, but I had way too many, and now I feel sick of them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Caitlin. I was like, what is the one drink that would make me, like, relive? You know that scene from Ratatouille where the guy eats the food and he's, like, transported back to his mum making dinner? Except instead, I'm transported back to, like, that time I lived in, like, a converted living room. Because that's what uni housing is. Oh, amaretto bomb sounds nice. Ow. I'm glad this has got auto aim because fuck it out. When Wolfenstein 2, never. Never, never, never. Wolfenstein 2 is one of those plats where I think I could quite happily go my entire life and not care about it. There's like, I like challenging plats, but some of them, there's a point where I'm like, I just don't think that I want to, like, go grey over this. And Wolfenstein 2 is definitely the kind of plat that you go grey over. WKDs! Oh my god, I still order those. The thing about the WKD... Oh wait, which one am I thinking of actually? Not WKD. The ones, they're behind, they're basically like 90% sugar. You get them like the cherry flavour, the orange flavour ones, the mango, they're all different colours. VKs, that's it. I still get VKs. Yes, see, smoothie news. Smoothie news. I love those because if I'm ever like wavering on a night out, if I'm tired, I have one of those. Now, they're a double-edged sword, the VK. They have so much sugar in that I will be awake for another 6 hours. Perfect for like building energy, you know. I will always be sick if I have a VK. And I don't know if it's because a VK means that I'm out, which means that I might just be having a lot to drink anyway. Or, oh hey Hells. Or if it's just the nature of the VK itself. I don't know. First time chatter, found you on YouTube about a month back. Happy to catch you on here. I'm glad you like my stuff, Hells. Welcome. How are you doing today? What kind of games do you like? What's this? Capped 100 taken with... Oh my god. He is cat. Sorry, I thought that was a capital... No, I thought that was a lowercase L. It's the sugar... That's what I'm thinking, Andy. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I will be absolutely fine. Having a really good night, drinking reasonably, lots of water, and I'll be like, I'm tired. I'm gonna have a VK. Then I'll be sick. My brother had the unfortunate honour of seeing me do that in January. But I remember the next morning I was like, I had a really good night last night, and he was like, What was the main point that got you into studying computer science? So I was doing a history bachelor's degree, and I got into the second year of history, and then I was like, I really hate this. This is so boring. I really love history of, like, I love history of belief. I did my final year essay on Draugrs, like the zombies from Skyrim. I did like witchcraft, and I mean as in like I learned about the witch trials and beliefs, and I did a medical history did like a medical history module. What the fuck is going on? But I realised I hated it, and the thing is, in the UK you only get 4 years of student loan, I think, including your masters. So if I restarted my bachelor's degree, I would have had to pay for a master's if I wanted to do a master's, and I wasn't sure. And also, I didn't want to see all my friends graduate before me. I wanted to stay, you know, stay with them. So I decided to stick out the bachelor's degree and then just do a conversion course to the master's, which I did, and it was great. Wow, we just got like 5 trophies in 3 minutes. I think we got kicked out of the club because Bex had an argument with the bouncer. She, I don't know what he did to annoy her, but she was shouting at him, and then all of a sudden we were on the streets. Routinely had VKs while I was writing my dissertation if I had known any drink. Insane. You are Scottish though, right? That's part of the course really, isn't it? Conversion to masters is a thing. It is. It is. You can do a conversion course. And it's basically just like a 1-year boot camp, and it was insanely hard. Absolutely insanely hard. You can do like law conversions, all kinds of conversions, but I did a computer science conversion, and it broke me. It changed me. I don't know what that means. Yeah, trophies are... Sticking your tongue out helps. Oh! Damn, I thought you had that Scottish penchant. I don't understand anything my brother says. My brother will be like, "Oh, that girl is Lengers," and I'm like, "Should we tell her? Is she okay?" The mortal enemy of economics. Wait, why are they so opposed? A little bit Romanian, just a tickle. Bruh, he'll be like, "Bruh, that girl is Lengers," and I'm like, never met her. No, I started trophy hunting in that conversion year because I got my first PlayStation 3 during that conversion year, and I remember I would sometimes play it on Sundays, sometimes. And I remember I got the only thing I had for it was a copy of Dark Souls 1, and my first trophy ever is Enkindle, which is the one for resting at a bonfire. Northampton! Amazing. I live near Northampton. We could have gone to CrimeCon! Should we tell her? They try and steal students from each other? Economics. What's Lengers? I don't know, bitch. But you're 30, so you don't know either. Yeah, I think Ireland's the next stop. Been a massive student dropout, most of them ended up in economics. Circle of life, isn't it? You either die an accountant or live long enough to see yourself become an economics student. I wanted to get a job and not be in debt for the rest of my life. That sounds reasonable. Yeah. He'll be like, "She's Leng." And I'm like, he'll be like, "She's got gat." I don't know. Oh, get! Like, on her? Where? What is that? Yeah, the thing is, the bachelor's degree was like the piss around. The master's degree was the try, and the master's degree broke me. I don't know, you'll be like, "Oh, she got bunda," and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, Birmingham, oh my god. That was the worst place I've ever been. And I've been to Whitehaven.
There was no way the flashbang.
My granddad died of gas. Welsh and posh, that is an oxymoron. No such thing. Yeah, gat. And I'm like, yeah, good for you. And he talks about crepes, but he doesn't mean pancakes. Alright, we're gonna go this way first. Ow! Because I want collecties. Crepes is an easy one. It's shoes, specifically trainers. You're from the East End of London. Never eat shredded wheat. Very cool. I lived in Wimbledon for a bit. The issue, because me and Tet actually went to Birmingham, and that's what Tet is referencing. The issue that we had in Birmingham was that, I don't know if Tet follows sport, but the two of us did not know that it was a World Cup match on the day that we went. So we arrived at... Hey, Grunkle. We arrived at Birmingham ready to wet our whistles and have a lovely time, you know, soak up the culture. And we got turned away from every single pub because you had to make a reservation for match day. Everywhere was rammed. We got into one place, and I remember we ordered a round. One of the poor guys we went with got in there and remembered and realised that he'd forgotten his wallet. And he just felt too guilty about it to let us buy him drinks as well. Yeah, and yeah, we were just surrounded by drunk sports fans and just... There was that guy covered in blood. There was that guy without the teeth that was talking to me, making me really uncomfortable. And yeah, it was just an all-round extremely, physically uncomfortable day. Ow. Yeah. I did golf with friends. Should have took the with friends part more seriously. Golf with your friends is best played with friends. But when it comes to the trophies, that fucking Worms map, gotta do that solo. That's a pilgrimage, that map. The guy covered in blood, there was a guy covered in blood. Sounds like Baltimore. That's where Hannibal Lecter is! The guy covered in blood, he was wearing like a pharmacy jacket or like a doctor's jacket, walking down the middle of the road with like a shopping cart, wasn't he? Also, I accidentally ran like 2 red lights in Birmingham. It was years ago and it was a mistake. It was a big mistake. And when I say ran, I mean I was going like 3 miles an hour. But I just didn't realize. I was like, why is everybody crossing in front of me? This is a road. And it was a red light. I was like, fuck, sorry. Yeah, the Worms map is disgusting. And there's another map they added afterwards called like Cursed Forest or something like that. And luckily it's only got half the holes. But it's twice as shit. You led me into them. I had to watch YouTube videos for yeah, and the issue with the YouTube videos for it is that the physics gets updated every patch. So as soon as a patch comes out, they're useless again. Half the holes, twice as shit. Skids in the front, blood in the back. The other way. Scratch that, reverse it. It was partially on you, it was. I'll take all responsibility for that. You can blame me. Stop it! Stop it. Get some help. My brother. Oh my god. I'm like a session in the House of Parliament. Really fucking boring. What's the joke, Kirsty? There is no joke. Didn't you hear me the first time? Seth is up there. Let me turn the camera around for you. See her? That's her tail. Full of old white men. Oh yeah. Full of old white men. And they're not doing a lot. I think that's the better outlook to have is Too cheap to get the DLC. How could you not support Team 17? Also, what was your favorite map by the end, by the way? Also, I know that we have to go behind us, but I'm gonna check for some collectibles. It's so weird that this game has suddenly become... You know what, I'm bored of looking for collectibles, let's just go. It's so weird that this game has suddenly become open world. It doesn't seem to fit that at all. The joke was inside you all along, just like the Parliament session.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages
I can't believe the kidnapper is like,
If that
give me
wasn't enough,
the
I got him
manuscript
this gun
or you'll
point
never
and
see your
make him
wife
talk.
again. Like, you could just wait till it comes out. It's cool. A manuscript? Did you know Alan Wake's a writer? Insane trivia. B! You little grumblebee. Surely you had a favourite. What about Twilight? No way, bro. You know what, we've gone over time, but I'm having a good time, so I'll carry on for a bit. Escapists was easy. You little machine. I found Escapists... Actually, maybe I'm confusing it with Worms. Oh, the pirate one! Yes. Good choice. I can't believe his wife orchestrated a kidnapping so that he'd do his job. Yeah, easing back in. Alright, more collectibles. His wife got him a typewriter, bought him out here. Every single person here is a paid actor, and the irony of this situation is that she's put them in so much debt that he has to work. You gotta write this story now. Sorry, Alan. I think I thought I saw a collectible over there, but it's a light. The B03 100%. What's that? Body Odor 3. Pew! Black Ops! Oh shit! You have the Black Ops 3 100%? Tell me about it. I am 53% of the way in. I agree, Flamethrower. I feel like the adrenaline really seals the deal. What do you want to know? Okay, so Zetsubo Shima and Gorod Krovi, I would love to hear your thoughts on. Because just did Origins and Moon. And then kind of took a break for a while because those were hard, but I think we're doing Zetsubo next. See you soon, Jiggy. You have a nice night. Ooh. Oh, actually, yeah, we're doing Eisendrache next. That's the one. Also, we did the realistic run through, and it was super, like, easy compared to what I thought it was going to be. Except for that one sniper fight at the end. Just get one of the many people on the zombie Discord servers and let them do it. Shit, never thought about that. Me and my brother have been doing it.
Was it going for Alice?
Having a really good time with it. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good game. We've got to do the veteran playthrough without losing a checkpoint. I think we've only got 3 chapters left for that, but insane. Insanely hard. Yeah, I think we need to get Alan a Gatling gun. Graves. He needs a bigger light, better batteries. A flaming sword. That would make a good mod, I think. Yes, we'll get him a flaming fountain pen. The pen is mightier than the sword, Alan. And you should have some in your little fucking elbow patch pocket. Did what you could in your own there. Which map was your favourite? I don't know what I had. Oh, it was a flashbang. Funny. Funny! Stream the new FIFA. Oh, amazing. Which FIFA is that going to be at this point? I love FIFA because I don't understand it on any level.
A ghost town.
And every single person will give you an entirely different review of it as well. Somebody will be talking to you about it and they'll be like, oh, I fucking hate it. You know, it's all about money now. There's no passion in it anymore. And then somebody else will play it and they'll be like, this touched me. You can play games at the same time, maybe? Guess it depends on what you're watching on. Show me on the football. Yes! A collectee! Yeah, roguelikes do require the full attention. Hell yeah, PK. The online does seem like a hive of scum. So maybe it is better to just play the career mode. Did that work? Yes! Perfect. Yeah, scum and villainy. The scum rises to the top. Yeah, I guess we can just flashbang these haunted furniture. Oh. I don't think I've ever particularly been into a sports game, which is a shame, because there's definitely going to be one out there that I like. Unless you can't golf with your friends, because golf is a sport. But is mini golf a sport? My friends fucking love mini golf. Anytime we go somewhere, like anytime we visit somewhere, and it's always going to be a really randomly named place, like Cheltenham. Every time we visit, the first thing they do is scope out the mini golf. Oh, I almost died of blunt force trauma. I lost the match, then Alt F4'd before it could be recorded. That's exactly the kind of energy we should all be taking into FIFA with us. I think that what's this? Oh, cool. I think that if I lost a FIFA game, I wouldn't even know. When I tell you I live in ignorance, I mean it. I once helped somebody get a trophy for, it was like win a pro clubs game with a friend or something, And my mate had tanked his like his matchmaking really low. He's in like Division 8 or something, like the lowest one. I don't know if the lowest one is 1 or 8, but it was the lowest one. And then we just went up against like 8-year-olds. And we lost the first 3 because I didn't know which way we were supposed to run. And I kept trying to do the thing where you hold the button that makes the goalie come out, but it didn't seem to work on that one. Dave!
Welcome back, Kay. X.
The Bits voice works again. Hey Dave, how you doing? There must be a ladder up or something? Never got to play the game myself. Hey, the character creator is probably the best bit, right? Those 8-year-olds were good. How you doing, Dave? How was your night out? Did you get trolleyed, or was it just like a couple pints? Sweating my moves off. Sounds like a couple pints. I don't know where to go. I guess I need keys? The most I know about FIFA is the dances that they do when they win. I remember there was one dance that was tormenting my brother. It chased him everywhere. It was one very specific dance. And it started to really get a kind of visceral reaction from him, because when people would beat him or score against him, they'd let the whole dance run all the way through, and it was really long, and he just had to sit there in silence, like absolutely seething, unable to contain the purest form of human rage. And he would just come in and he'd do it for me. He'd do the dance, and I would be like, sorry to hear it. Okay, so there's no hint button. What tips would you give someone that starts Dead by Daylight on PS5? I would probably say be aware that you can prestige, because I didn't realise that. I thought that when you ran through a blood web, you maxed out the character. So there are some trophies that require you to have very specific items that you only start getting at about level 30. Hey Shrey, how you doing? And I thought that I only had 5 chances to do it ever, you know. And it turns out you don't. So I would probably say just... The thing is, the Dead by Daylight trophies are super easy. They just take a while. Just take your time with them. Have fun. Learn the game. They will definitely come in time. There's not many skill-based related ones. And I would also say, don't be afraid of DMing the people in the lobby and going, do you mind if I get the 3 blink grab trophy on you, because I am scared. I'm glad you've been alright, Shrey. A Griddy! That was the one! You plan on watching The Nun 2? I haven't seen The Nun 1. Are they good? Am I supposed to go this way? No, okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be here at all. See none of them. Haha. Oh wait, actually, but... Yeah, I can't get back, so I have to be there. Oh, the fucking long shot trophy. Yeah, so in the end I boosted that. The first time I did it, I would DM people in the lobby and be like, can I get long shots on you? And they'd always say yes, they didn't mind at all. But eventually, me and my friend Clammy and a few others boosted them together. Oh, well, maybe I could watch it because it would be funny to shit on it. None the wiser. Ha ha. So proud. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. And the hint button isn't hinting anything. I have to cross the ghost town. That door's locked. I can't leave, so I think I have to be here. They nerfed dribbling. Stranded for 3. Yeah, I'm not no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. Well, that is not the button I was looking for. See you soon, Bri. Oh, you're fucking joking. That has never, ever, 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 ever been a mechanic in this game at all. Disgusting.
Outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to
Fucking
make my way
disgusting.
upstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to
Hey,
get
Journey.
through it. He's a poet.
Alan, wake up.
He writes of
How you doing?
voices and creators summoning
Yeah,
phantoms.
they'll never use that mechanic again. That's disgusting. I feel, very annoyed. Bastard game. You know, I'm aware that I'm not paying the most attention to this game, but I still reckon
The
that
kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full
when
of
I
spelling
finish
errors
Nightmare
and
Mode, I will
pencils.
still not be
It
able
was
to
telling
tell
me
a
to hurry
single
up.
map from this apart. They all look identical. This game doesn't do level design exceptionally. I can hear breathing. Weird. See you soon, Zebra. Thanks for being here. Star! Oh, you're Star! I get you, because you're JoJo. Yeah. Ah, that makes sense. Well, welcome, Star. Yeah, because this is a confusing game.
Birds.
Birds. Birds. Hey, little Star. How you been? Is that it? Is that all you can do? Buck milk, birds, stringed instrument. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Smooth is thriving. He's living his best life. Eating all of Mum's deli ham. Oh, I made that roast dinner for me. You've eaten all me beef. Criminal. Deli ham. Eating all Mum's Billy Beer. Oh, I bought that for your dad's pack out. For work. It's supposed to go in his sandwiches. MC.
Without warning,
Oh,
it
Billy Bear was
stabbed at my brain.
something real special. Shut up, Alan. It was definitely not made of anything resembling meat. But God, it was slimy, weirdly chewy. Not chewy, it's like weirdly brittle and delicious. Your sister only like one colour? That's adorable. That is so, it's such like a kid thing, isn't it? Buck smooth. But. I love that you can run stream reruns. Has anybody ever watched a stream rerun? I guess when you can upload them to YouTube, there's not that much of a yeah, not that much of a reason to. Manuscript. But apparently some people do. You watch them on my VOD channel? Ah, sick. That's what I'll have to stick with then. Hell yeah. Oh man. Epilepsy warning. Oh my god. First of all, I didn't mean to have the flare gun out, so A, a wasted flare, and B, a kind of hilarious display. Switching to the mainframe. Yeah, Smooth finally got a PC. He was helping me edit my videos on a laptop from like 1967. Oh yeah, the 5-minute review for Subnautica. I was so excited to play that game. I was like, this is so me. And then I played it and I was like, I never want to see this again. I said this last time. I initially planned to do my return stream doing the PS4 stack for Outer Wilds, but the thalassophobia gets me so bad that I can't even look at Giant's Deep. It makes me feel very sick. I might eventually go back and do it again, but A, fucking really bad fear of depths, and B, some of the trophies are really RNG based and very annoying. Like the one, I don't know if you guys have played it, but the one where you have to like surf the wave in the DLC. Oh. Yeah, Giant's Deep. For you, was it breaching the cloud layer? Because that put me on my arse. I had to turn the game off. Oh, you want to enjoy it fresh? Seeing the game under the waves? No, and you're never allowed to show me. Birch wants to see me cry and throw up. Yeah. Yeah, I think Subnautica would ruin you. The thing is, it's not the beautiful coral reefs that you drift out onto, it's when it starts to get like dark blue, like deep dark blue. Oh yeah, I see. And when the phantom things start to come out. Oh. Yeah, Giant's Deep was awful. Giant's Deep was the last thing I did for the plat, the entries there. And I remember when you get thrown up in the air on those tornado things, I closed my eyes. No, I stared at the floor of whatever I was on and I just waited. I remember I accidentally looked up at one point and I was in space. And I almost just closed application then and there. Like, it really gets me. Could be fun for you guys to watch though. Watching me scurry, and I do mean scurry, through deep bramble. Was bad. Oh, thank you, Tet. Yeah, because when you're doing the run where you have to do the whole cycle in one go, you really can't waste time in deep bramble. Oh. But it is a really good game. The sad thing about Outer Wilds is that it's probably one of the best games I've ever played. It's melancholy. Hearing the soundtrack after finishing it makes me cry. I cry at the soundtrack because I am well adjusted. It's too scary for me. Too scary. It awakens deep, primitive phobias that I cannot explain nor push aside. Yeah. Oh, the banjo! There's this awful FPS called Xenos White Gold that was set on a tropical island. It had an underwater mission that made me scream the whole time. Just full volume. Only pausing to breathe. See, OW, I was like, you don't need to listen to music to be emotionally destroyed by Overwatch. Over what? But yes, emotionally destroyed by the music. And the favourite thing I had about Outer Wilds is that everybody who's played it has kind of agreed to not say anything about it. You know, I never run into spoilers. It's the one game I've played where the consensus is one of deep respect. Hey Adam. I heard of Starfield coming out. Do we have a 20-minute glitch compilation yet? I've never played it, and I don't think I ever will, mainly because it's not... I don't think it's on PlayStation. I've seen some people report bugs, but it doesn't seem to be as bad as, like, Fallout 4 was on release. Will the AC return your room to the proper temperature soon? Or do you have to wait? Hamper. My favourite thing about dive tanks in Overwatch 2 is how they've become pretty useless unless they're being played by somebody who knows how to do it. So when I see somebody pick hamster at the beginning of a game, I'm like, you're either going to throw this whole thing or this is going to be the best display of ball I've ever seen. I agree, Viz. I agree. I think it's not for everybody. But it's definitely something that you... Like, if you could recommend a game to somebody that had never played a game before in their life, but you wanted to recommend one game to them, and you couldn't explain anything to them in advance, and you couldn't disclaimer it, and you couldn't give them any follow-ups, only one game, what game would you recommend to somebody? Because some people say things like Skyrim. Tetris! Some people say stuff like Skyrim because it's an easy game to get into, and it's, you know, there's a lot to it, but it's not particularly involved. But I'm like, I feel like Outer Wilds might be up there for me. Hey Mo, Mahjong Titans. What's that trophy trash Mahjong game? It's called like Mahjong Cuties or something, and it's literally just Mahjong, but you play it with like anime girls next to like the board. I don't touch tank, I'm a support main. Who do you main? Who do you main? Oh, of course you live in an attic, Adam. That's so broody. Of course you do. Of course you do. Super Mario 2. Dragon Age Origins, very nice. Space Cadets Pinball. Moira. Oh, cool. Moiras are the angriest people I've ever met. Pokemon game's a good shout. Would you pick Black and White then, since you're a Bisharp fiend? Fake support. Yeah, are you a DPS, Moira? Dragon Age Inquisition. I remember I really wanted to play Dragon Age Inquisition, and I was put off by the sheer amount of time required to do it. The thing is, I'm getting old. I'm an old woman. You know, I really gotta be economical with the time I have left. I'm 27. That's... You know, I'm getting on. So I try and avoid RPGs nowadays because I'm like, I could spend like 200 hours on this one game, or I could play like 20 brilliant 10-hour games. The oldest person in chat. 27 is the new 60, I'm telling you. I'm older than you, Brian, emotionally. Oh, sick. Who's on your team today, Adam? Damn, Caitlin. You'll soon be joining me. Yes. Yes, Fizz. Do you nickname your Pokemon, Adam? Back when I used to play competitive Pokemon, because I held onto my virginity like a fucking lifeboat, I tell you, but I used to play competitive Pokemon, and shut up, Alex. I mean, shut up, Smooth. But I used to nickname my competitive Pokemon because I would specially breed and train them, and I would, you know, like six OVs, nature, egg moves, and everything. And those ones would be the ones that got nicknames because I would think for a very long time about what to call them. It was very important that my Pokemon had cool and relevant nicknames. Oh, Bisharp, Magiana, Delphox, Primariana. I'm not familiar with that one. Formosa, I know that one. And Frostlass. Yes, gorgeous. 32. See, 32's a noble age. Name drop must have struck a nerve. Sorry, it's just when you make fun of me for being a nerd, it just takes me back. Takes me back. Whenever I stay at home, my brother does that thing where he just walks into my bedroom, which is the spare room. And he'll just like, I don't know, throw a book at me and then turn the light off and then leave. And it just took me right back to that. Yeah, you get the real name. Ace, Teresa, Sabby, Livia, Malphia, and Autumn. Oh! Yeah, that's their whole thing. Remember I had a Delphox called Akinox, because it was like Acolyte, Equinox, and also Aka for Akai, which is Japanese for red. But yeah, no, I've got a Weezing called Poot. She's really good. Kingdra called Phaedra. Miltank called Matcha? Can't remember. I don't know where they keep pulling these tools out of. They've got like the Reaper Reload. As a sibling, yeah, you gotta keep me humble. You're my ballast. You know, you drag me down. That's your job. Fish. Aww, Ace. Ace has got a lineage. No, a Weezing called Poot. Poot. P-O-O-T. Because she's like a fart, you know. Weezing's my fave. I've got a... Gosh, I've got a Goodra. Got all of them. Maverick, hey! How's the Navy? Pokemon and F1 drivers and tried to get a living dex for each Pokemon had the same first name as an F1 driver. I feel like F1 drivers are all just like dudes. Surely you eventually were like, there's so many Toms or something. Everybody's called Tom. I don't know what F1 drivers are called, but I imagine, like many men, they are called Tom. Poot. Poot's my angel. One of my cousins is an extremely sore loser. And I remember he and I had a Pokemon battle once, and I wiped his team with Poot on her own. And he never played with me again. John, Jim, yeah. Caffeine, adrenaline, and spite. Is that not what the Powerpuff Girls are made of? Oh, hey, Ali. Thank you for the hydrate. His team did go kaput. Yeah. Also, do you guys like my new mouse mat? It got delivered today in clear packaging. Like, and they also can fit it through the door, so he just posted this arse through the door. My brother's got the pink version. Yeah, so what you do is you get a Weezing with Pain Split, because obviously Pain Split like splits your HP, So whenever they've got more HP than you use Pain Split to put them down and put you back up. You've got her with Black Sludge, so that she's always regaining health. A Flamethrower to go against Steel types, because they're super effective against her. Sludge Bomb, and I think Earthquake or something, I can't remember. Yeah, to be fair, I only got it today because I keep getting like a blister here from just rubbing my look! They're all called Tom. I keep getting a blister on my hand from just rubbing my mouse against my desk. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a mouse mat. And I wanted a booby mouse mat. There was an Among Us one, but it was like, I think the ship, because it was on Etsy, the shipping was like 26 quid. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I decided to get the blue version of the one I got for my brother. Among Us. Yeah, it's good. It's a good mouse mat. Yeah, I dipped out around the time that Magiana happened, I think. No, I finished... I dipped out after Sun and... No, I dipped out after Sword and Shield, actually. So, yeah, I probably did see Magiana. Hey, pal. Long time YouTube viewer, first time Twitch viewer. Hey, welcome! I'm good, thank you. How are you doing? Yes, that's exactly right, Star. And Pain Split was what got me the win. Our strategy's the best, because the good thing about Pokemon strategy is that you learn by losing. I used to go up against people, and if it was like an English name, fine. If it was a tiny Japanese kid, fucked. Absolutely straight fucked. Like, they always had like amazing teams, and they had combos that were just absurd. I remember that I went up against one and they had a Raichu, and my Garchomp went out first, and as you might know, Garchomp is a ground dragon type, so I was like, okay, I'll use Earthquake. So Raichu was holding an air balloon, so Raichu was floating, so I used the Earthquake. It didn't do anything, and then he used Encore on me, so I was just stuck using Earthquake while this thing beat my ass. It was amazing. I was like, I'm so impressed. Ooh. You in the States, PK? I feel like you guys get way better pies than us if you are in the States. I remember watching an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and they have pies, and I was like, we don't get ones like that here. Just like a big bowl of pastry with like chocolate in it, just like straight chocolate. Oh. I pick... Oh, Shedinja! Yes, the sturdy Shedinja! I think I wanted one of those, but never got around to them. You pick Pokemon and how cute they are? No, I think that's valid. Steak and ale. Oh, you're such a man's man, Andy. A dessert... I want a dessert pie. We don't have them here. I want to sample a dessert pie. I tried to make a cream pie. Soldier 76. Sugar cream pie. But first of all, it was like fucking 50 pounds of sugar. And just making it put me off. Because it was almost like a bag of sugar, because this recipe book just wanted me to be dead. And then it was obviously like cream and a few other things. And first of all, the issue was it didn't come out looking even remotely like it did in the picture. It came out brown, and I do not know how it came out brown. And I didn't pour it in properly, so it set like Play-Doh. Just all round fucked. It just didn't work at all. And I felt so sick eating it because I knew how much sugar was in it that I ended up just throwing it away. I love a dessert pie.
Hey, I'm here.
I want to try a key lime and a banoffee pie. Soldier 76. It's chef to you. Can't blame you for tapping out at swoosh. I forgot how much goddamn hand-holding there is in that game. Yeah, that was what really started to bother me, because obviously I grew up with Pokemon Red. Again, as an old timer, as an ancient woman, I grew up with Pokemon Red. And in that game, they give you the Pokemon and they're like, right, fuck off. Because there's no memory in that. The game's got no memory. It's like 3 megabytes worth of video game. They're like, right, here's your Pokemon, now fuck off. And you do. And I never beat the game as a kid, but I also didn't care about beating the game because I was a kid. I just played and walked around and stuff. And I find it annoying that they're like... I guess they're doing it to appeal more to the child audience that they've always wanted to appeal to, but I'm like, as somebody who was your child audience, we never cared. Like, this isn't something that we needed. Torb and Bastion. Swoosh. You're going home in a box. Actually, I think the one that really bothered me was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. See, I'm not a fan of hot fruit, so I have never really been much into fruit pies. You can get a key lime pie in Sainsbury's? Really? Made me appreciate Swoosh a lot more, personally, because the Swoosh graphics drove me crazy, but the gameplay left so much to be desired. Yeah, and I think getting a full living national dex in Swoosh was like way too easy. I think I had one within a week. Getting the full living national dex for Pokemon, what the word? Pokemon X and Y took me a year and like 200 hours. Platinum is great. I would give Oras like a 4 out of 10. Because everything that was good about it was just what was good about the original, and they made it worse. Are you going to enjoy a nice blackberry cobbler? What's a cobbler? They make shoes.
It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
Pie, chips, and gravy. Oof.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Mike. Pie is like a cobbler, but less like lasagna and more like a cake.
Alan. Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a
I should have paid attention because I don't know who Hartman is. I'm sorry.
period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you
Subnautica is like a 0 out of 10 by that logic.
Episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been.
Aww, Mike. That's actually blessed.
Your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're
suffering
lying.
From various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
How are you? Where did you disappear? I just took a few weeks off. You know me. You know me. I wasn't gone for more than a month, I'm sure. And I'm good, thank you, Ali. How you doing? Little holiday. Yeah. Do I have the pass?
I felt groggy.
Right.
Whatever
I reckon
Hartman
that's a
was
pretty good place to
doing
stop
was
for today.
making me numb. I felt like this was happening to
Thanks for
someone-
coming to the stream, guys.
Someone I was watching on television.
I'll be back on in like a couple days, potentially. But I'll pop up again without any warning. So you all have a really good weekend. I'll see you soon. And if you were enjoying and lurking, please drop me a follow. Otherwise, thanks for coming. See you guys. Bye!